living proof. It's pretty safe to say. God give it, God take it away. It's the worldwide American way. I'm living proof.
What's going on, team? Proof here, and today I have a couple rulings that I asked Bushiroad about for a new card that was revealed at one of the Bushiroad tournaments recently. I don't know, I can't remember how long ago it was. I think it was this past weekend because that's when I remember first seeing it. But the card I'm talking about is Earth Elemental Connell, which says continuous on rear guard, GB1, when your unit will be chosen by any fighter due to the effect of your opponent's card, choose this unit as much as possible. And then, of course, being a elemental, it counts as all clans and all nations. So you might be thinking, why does this card warrant reaching out to Bushiroad for it? And I'm glad you asked. The reason is because people were curious about how it interacted with certain cards that your opponent could choose, such as Griffin. And it became a hot, not for what I saw, it became a debated topic. I don't know if it was hotly debated in terms of people getting in each other's faces about it over the internet, but it became apparent that something or somebody needed to reach out to Bushiroad for it. So I know I reached out to him, and I know a couple other people did as well. So I thought it'd be good to pull together the ones that I reached out about, because I thought it would give a good idea about what Connell can redirect and what Connell can't redirect in terms of what's being chosen. So the first one I reached out to him about is how Connell interacts with Griffin. And I'm going to show you guys the emails that I sent to Bushiroad and the emails that I got back from Bushiroad, just to give you guys some proof of me interacting with them. And for the email, and here's the email I sent to them about Griffin, where I pretty much stated Connell's effect. And I asked them, if my opponent uses Griffin, would I be able to choose Connell as a target to be retired instead of my attacking unit? And the reason I asked that is because while it appears clearer now about what can and can't be redirected from Connell, at the time we were wondering, like, even though Connell wasn't attacking, can Connell redirect the effect from your opponent targeting your attacking unit to Connell himself, even though Connell does state choose as much as possible? And what Bushiroad gave back to me was, dear sir, madam, thank you for your email. With regards to your query, no, you cannot choose to do so. As Earth Elemental Connell is not the attacking unit, it cannot be chosen for the effect of Griffin. So that pretty much closed the book on that particular issue. Because, as I stated before, and what Connell's text says, that it must be chosen as much as possible. So you can't possibly boost with Connell or have Connell in the back row and have him consider being the attacking unit to be chosen by Griffin. So I also asked Bushiroad how Connell interacts with units that cause multi-targeting, such as Phantom Blaster Diablo and King of Redemption Dragoot, which is coming out in Rummy Labyrinth, I believe. Because the issue surrounding it was, if you have to choose Connell as much as possible, if Connell isn't retired until the resolution of the ability, can your opponent, or does your opponent have to choose Connell twice to fulfill the condition of multi-targeting options? Or do you select Connell mandatorily and then you can select something else entirely different from there? So what I asked Bushiroad was, concerning Phantom Blaster Diablo, if I have Connell on the field with 2 other rear guards, if my opponent chooses to retire 3 of their rear guards to activate Phantom Blaster Diablo, will I be able to retire 2 of my own rear guards so I can perfect guard from hand? Or will I have to choose Connell twice and therefore failing to retire 2 units to be able to guard from hand? And then for Dragoot, I asked, if my opponent calls 2 hollow units, will I be able to choose Connell twice to be retired, such as, because when you call out the hollow units, you then choose to retire units equal to the number of hollow units that they called out, if I remember correctly. So would I be able to choose Connell twice to be retired for Dragoot's resolution, and therefore save my other rear guards from being chosen? And Bushiroad's response was, To number one, yes, you can choose 2 of your rear guards to be retired by the effect of Phantom Blast or Diablo. However, as Earth Elemental Connell can be chosen, it must be chosen as one of your 2 rear guards to be retired. And in regards to Dragoop, it said no, I cannot choose Connell twice. It says you can only choose Earth Elemental Connell once for the effect of Dragoop. In your scenario, you must choose Connell and then 1 other rear guard to be retired. So to sum up everything, when it comes to single target options, like Connell has to be picked as long as he's eligible to do so. So if it's like a blanket option in terms of not having a specific condition, your opponent has to choose Connell, or you have to choose Connell to be selected. If it has a certain condition, you have to make sure Connell falls within that particular condition to be selected, such as with Denial Griffin. If Connell is attacking, you have to pick him, obviously. But if Connell is in the back row somehow and not attacking, your opponent can't choose Connell, or they don't have to choose Connell because he doesn't fall in the condition of the particular target that's being presented to them, or the particular targeting option that they're trying to resolve. When it comes to multi-targeting options, your opponent has to choose Connell as one of the options, and then you have to choose Connell to be retired as well. You can't do like a crazy weird interaction like I presented, where if you have 2 units on the board, or if you have 3 units on the board, you can't pick Connell for all instances of being selected by your opponent and then fulfill the condition there. I hope this helped you out. I hope this helps you understand Connell a little bit better. Let me know what you think. If you have any more questions down below, I'll try to answer it based on how I understand Connell, because I think it's pretty straightforward what he can and can't interact with. But I know it can cause some trouble when it comes to certain multi-targeting options, such as Stavas, which I believe your opponent has to pick Connell as one of the 3 targets, then you have to retire Connell. That's how I believe that would resolve. And yeah, that'll do it here. So if you have any questions, let me know down below. Then either I or one of the other commenters will answer the question for you. And then hope it helped you out, and look out for more. Thank you guys for enjoying the first part of the Duel Masters playthrough. I definitely look forward to playing that some more. I haven't recorded the second yet, so I'm gonna leave a link to that in the annotation at the end of the video. And let me know what you want to see. If you have any questions, let me know there. And look out for more. And until next time, guys, peace. Be easy.